My name is Shane Elizabeth. I won Table Read My Screenplay Park City, which invited me on to the development slate, and now I am a top screenwriter to watch for in 2020. I have always known that I wanted to be a storyteller since literally I wrote my first book when I was 11 years old, and in school it was always English and storytelling that I gravitated to most, and I knew at a very young age that I wanted to be a writer, but it wasn't until I went to NYU and took my first screenwriting class when I was 21 years old that I knew it was screenwriting, which is the avenue that I wanted to pursue. I mean, I moved to Los Angeles when I was 23 years old, and I've had a slew of jobs in the entertainment industry always, and during that time I continued to write and write and write, and it was actually last year that it was just bam, started off the year winning the Table Read My Screenplay, and went to Park City, had this amazing experience at Sundance, and then while I was there, I was qualified for another competition for a separate script that I wrote, and then for the rest of the 2019, I literally qualified or won like up to 7 other different competitions, and this was really the first year that I had actively pursued competitions and had enough material I felt solid in entering. So it was actually, yes, this whole last year has really been my motivation. It's kind of just happened in one big bang, and I'm hoping that 2020 continues to be even stronger. No, I mean, I came out here when I was 23, and I have a little girl staying with me right now from my hometown who is 23. So I am reliving my experience through her eyes, and she's still trying to get into the business as a PA. And so that is what I tell her is like, you didn't move from Chicago to be in the Hollywood scene. Don't get caught up in the nightlife and in the partying. And if you do that, you should be using it for networking purposes at all times, and that everybody is here trying to do the same thing that you're doing. So just always keep writing and take that as a job more than just something that you are passionate about. The main reason is Sundance, because I saw that the winner gets to go to Sundance, and that has always been a dream of mine, and that was like something surreal that if that could possibly happen, that not only am I just going to Sundance for the fun of it, I'm actually going because I won something, and that there ended up, there was an event in my honor, which is one of the most surreal things still to this day that's ever happened. My entire family flew out last minute. They were all there to support me. It was finally that moment too that they realized that I am capable of doing this and succeeding. Up until then, it was always just a hobby for them. So it was really great to have them there too and acknowledging that moment with me. But really, yeah, it was Sundance that got me to I was like, this is the one that I want. And I weirdly I knew that I was gonna win. It was a weird feeling, but I thought it was for another script. I literally turned in the script that actually won at 11:45 because I had already submitted one, and I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm just gonna throw this one in too, and then it ended up winning. So that was a huge shock, but I also had this intuitive feeling that I'm gonna go to Sundance. I'm going to Sundance. I actually am working on a short right now that I never thought that I would even do, but I do want to get it produced and actually finally have something visual that I can show as opposed to the written word. So I figured my mission is to go after that on the side. Besides that, I'm working on rewriting a pilot right now, and then I still have to write a feature based on my hearing disability that I have been talking to and working on for quite a while, but haven't actually gotten to write it. So those would be my main projects, and then beside that, I just want to be paid to be a writer. I love the ISA. I'm at every single event. I'm always meeting new writers. They're really great about building a community for writers and just allowing us to get out there, to get out of our shells, to meet people, to get away from the computer and actually meet one another. And you never know, where that could possibly lead to. I really think that the ISA has done an amazing job at building that community and making us feel safe as well as comfortable and giving us a space to truly shine.